it is another new weekly. I am seeing mana, and hurt triggers as the two obvious stuff. Then there's kind of a lot of mucking around over here of all sorts of weird little fellas. Also, a number of pets I've never seen. The dugong and the giant otter, for one. I think maybe I've seen the luska, but a lot of armor this week is something that I want to note, as well as cake, which I don't think I've seen. But a lot of armor. Husky seems like an obvious, you know, take good things and go husky option. Replace random ailments. I mean, I guess I could do that. Probably should have rolled before instead of just taking that, but whatever. There's some XP level stuff, but I feel like I don't know. I don't see it being that easy to pull off. Seems like some awkward rodents. On stream this past week, definitely some... Oh, you strawberry ordered wrong. Some Cinecross, a bunch more demos, a couple of random browser type stuff, such as there was a new Sylvie game that I played, as well as today a website called 100 Jumps, I believe. Also, this is not like something I actually want to take long term, right? This is just kind of, there's no unicorn or any reason I think I would actually want this to like go on to something, as far as I'm aware. I don't think so, but I guess it would work with the Baku. I don't know. I think I'll take this and leave the Baku as is. I guess that does only remove once, huh? Unless you want to disable Manatee to not kill itself, but then it doesn't do anything. But yeah, you're not wrong, I suppose. Hurt triggers is one of the things to be doing. I guess this is technically both. I don't think there's a way to hurt the tuna fish in the shop. There's no leech, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, I guess you'd probably rather take this first, I suppose. This is not an even turn. So... this doesn't have to be a head, right? So then next turn I would... yeah, okay. Anyway. This gives nearest friend 2 health behind no matter what. Which is not the worst thing. I mean, you know what? Maybe that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe that makes sense. We'll see. But giving health to the tuna via the Umbrella Bird plus Baku doesn't seem like the worst plan. I can hurt it in the shop with Lamprey being triggered by the Manatee killing itself. That's a pretty crazy... I mean, you're right. You're right. That's a pretty deep pull, but you're not... you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So dazed. But is this an order thing? Like, well, this will try to happen before this happens, and so then I need to put this up here? I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is going to work, which is a little scary, but... well, I don't really want you to do that this turn, right? Because you will hit 2 things. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. Same attack as a random order? Did they change that? So this is a gamble on if I'm getting my tuna to work or not? That doesn't seem great. That doesn't seem great. I guess I'm going to save myself money by buying the other half of this for the level, and then I guess I could have potentially level 3'd the thing. Okay, but wait, now this does go first, so I shouldn't have done that, and now the whole thing's ruined. Right? I think that's true. Yeah, it's true. Well, at least you know what? At least I was smart enough to notice that and then at least still have my tuna work. At least the tuna still worked. But it's okay. We're gonna level this thing and then get rid of it anyway, so it's fine. Well, our triggers are good. I think you just take this. It's just too good. Yeah, the cuckoo's good with the tuna and stuff too, but Baku does not seem great. There's not other ways to get ailments, right? It's literally just the bird. And without getting it higher attack. Oh, I guess it can't work now anyway, because it's dazed itself. So, whatever. I think we just do this, and we just do this. You just get that going. Dragon wouldn't be the worst thing, I guess. Take the level to get a level, I suppose. So something I've been thinking about is if I should consider. Well, you don't have much attack, but you do get to fight a lot. Is if I should start doing YouTube dual streaming. Something I've been thinking about a little bit. Is this in the front if I give mana? Give trumpet for each friend behind. Give friends ahead mana. Okay. I don't think I would. Because you can do combined chats. It's legal on Twitch now to do that. So that's something to consider. I don't want to keep this frozen for the level for next turn. Pretty greedy, but this could be okay with that. Would maybe consider it. We'll see. We'll see. Need to get some attack on that there Dilla. They're going mana. I got some health. I don't know if I would do. So one part about streaming on YouTube that would be a little tough for me, I guess, is that I don't. you have to. Well, I guess it's not tough. It's just more work, which is whatever. But you like need to do like a thumbnail for the stream every time. But I'd have to figure that out, I guess, a little bit. I think I'm selling this, by the way. Wait. I mean, realistically, it's probably not going to be that good. Because I'm probably only getting this once out of it. But I also don't really care about the gargoyle. Armadillo health does work with the tuna in this, so that would be the reason to just do this instead. Especially with the elephant. Yeah, that's probably just better. That's probably just better. Throw this out here. That's probably just better. Chimera would be a good thing to do mana, but we're kind of doing we're doing hurt triggers more than we're doing mana, so. Can't the stream thumbnail on YouTube be a screenshot from the stream? Well, no. Well, no. I don't think so. Cause you have to like schedule it ahead of time or whatever. Like I don't think you can. Maybe you can. Maybe there is a way, but it's not like a YouTube video where there's already video footage because the stream hasn't started. I don't know. Something to think about. But maybe if I decided not to, like I could here's what I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking potentially instead of doing it with like all my normal streams, I could do it with like, oh, sap time. right? Because that's pretty standardized. So you could like do the sap stream at the same time, because that's like pretty. Yeah, I don't know, something to think about. Something to think about. This would have been kind of a cool one to grab. There are ways to get some health and like armadillo, but I think I'm just rolling for something here. I mean, that's a pretty good something. It is a pretty good something. What else has? Okay, so that's that. Great. They're doing a similar thing, but I got way more hurt triggers out of it. Alright, we're just gonna fight each other to the death. That was pretty goofy, but okay. It's kind of a bummer, huh? Would just be way better to just grab this and not have the blue dragon, but these have garlics on them. Well, we could still get a Triceratops and not put armor on it. And then this would give this health, this stats, and then the supposed tuna, or Triceratops that we would totally get. Kind of hoping to maybe level this. Cuckoo, otter's kind of something. Level that I like. Level that I like as well. Okay. Tell me when you're coming. Don't be ready. There it is. I'm not just a weirdo that said that. Alright, they do have quite a bit of stats, but I also feel like I just, yeah. I feel like I just did all that, so. Okay. Start, oh, there's the Triceratops, perfect. This. Zell, wait a second. I mean, is this a rare spot where we just get rid of Armadillo? Is that crazy? I don't think this is good. With what we have. But I'm just thinking like, okay, Husky, Elephant, Triceratops. That all seems good. That all seems good. This is also kind of tempting, for sure. But then also having big octopi is pretty good too. Well, okay, first of all, we know we're doing that, so do that. Second of all, honestly, in a weird way, the tuna is kind of more useful than the Dillo right now. And we can't get attack stats on the Dilla. So it might be a rare Dilla sell. We might end up selling both anyway, but we 100% want this. And I also, there is the thing where you go these in the back, so this hits this to then give this stats, to then hit this to then give, there's that whole thing too. Triceratops is a better tuna, but you could also just do both. You could also just do both. Or some combination of them. And then the other thing you consider, though we're already at 6 out of 10, but you could consider doing like getting Ammonite there to then transform these two when it dies. Like, you know, there's something to be said about doing that. Keep these here, or keep these here. Sell this. Ammonite, transform, because they're gonna have health. But I feel like if we get rid of the tuna, okay, here's what I'm saying. If we wanted to win this round, this would probably be the lineup. But if we want to win to 10, it might make more sense to do Ammonite or Amargasaurus. I guess is what I'm saying. Or, you know, I never really take the Amargasaurus, so I'm kind of tempted to try that. I do still think it means that maybe this is worse this turn, but I also don't know what the order should be, but you know, whatever. Here we go. We're doing it. Man, it looks pretty good to me. That looks pretty good to me. Not gonna lie, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. A lot of things happening on that one. Also, rare regular armadillo take, which I don't feel like happens too often nowadays. Oh, look at that! Another fun unit. Another fun couple of units there. We can't really be doing like blue rings and stuff because we're kind of just doing all this now. I guess there's another thing you could do where you put a perk on something like the Amargasaurus because you'd rather have the Triceratops and an elephant get the stats, but yeah, I gotta imagine this is just gonna be really good for me. I gotta imagine this is just gonna be really good for me. Yeah, it seems pretty strong. That seems pretty strong. Sure. Sure. Is there nacho value? Isn't nachos stay on there? Which means that they wouldn't get buffed by Husky. I know Husky doesn't do what it does before, but... This is probably better than the elephant. Third of a level. You could nacho something in order to make the Husky target a specific thing here. Alright, this is an interesting battle. We do have more attack, generally speaking, but they're gonna have quite a bit of health. But we just have more of everything else, overall. Okay. I guess I'll put this on you. Because I don't care about you getting stats more than these two. We want the stats more than anything else. You would rather level the Triceratops than the Amarga, but we might just win here anyway. So we might just kind of win here anyway. That's a pretty good. Well, your otter doesn't really do anything for us, I don't think. Okay. You got a lot of health, no doubt. That melon might have been the difference maker. I don't know. I didn't do the math on it, but that's a 10 win full health, so that was kind of fun. I feel pretty good about that one. Not as I do feel bad that I didn't do anything for Mario Day though. I didn't do any Mario Day activities. There was the Mario Galaxy news of Donald Glover is Yoshi, which just feels strange. There's not actual strawberry stuff. It's just they're just kind of here, right? Yeah, there's not really strawberry stuff. I guess that works with this technically a little bit. Actually, it works with both of these, so sure. Fast suspects. Bear heads. The bald one, the egg. Anyone voicing Yoshi feels strange? I guess that's true. That's pretty true. Hey! I won. Also, the Mario Galaxy movie is based on all the trailers and everything. It's Galaxy in the sense of being a multiverse, it feels like, rather than being Galaxy the game. Just because there's been so many showings. It feels like that movie is gonna be like a TikTok of jump cuts to Thing. Which there was some of that in the first one, but I feel like the second one, like every trailer has shown like so many different things happening. Like I feel like you're not gonna get a moment to blink. Yeah, Galaxy because Rosalina, yeah. Kind of hate what we have here. Just a bunch of schmucks. St. Patrick's Day this week. That's something, yeah. That's something. Other gaming news? Suse in Fortnite? That's funny. I guess just like YouTubers in Fortnite. I mean, Miku's there, so why not? But still, to the frontmost. Yeah. So you, and then you, and then you, and then you. Okay, we could be doing some kind of mana thing. I think we're probably not murmuling. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, I don't need the NPC Elder Scrolls background music. Alright, we won. I didn't see it. I was looking away. I was doing stuff. I'll sell this. I'll do second nearest friend ahead. Sure. Sure. Obviously waiting for level would be nice, but I mean, I could sell this and then do this. Gonna get mana from the blue dragon, so I guess that kind of counts. We're gonna have a lot of mana, actually, right? Boom, 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 boom. 10? Yeah, get sniped. Get sniped. Nice. Pengoblin Caladrius could be fun. We'll see about that. That seems more fun. Granted, Rock would also probably be good to pair with this, but for now, I think you would want this. This is just generally the really good thing to do, is it not? I guess this could still be in the front, and then this could be here. I will forego the garlic for now. Before, place 3 mana. Well, we kind of don't want to do that on you. But we would kind of want to do it on anything else, but I guess then that doesn't really, like, because my thing could be like, oh, well, no, it has to be 3, right? There's 3 men on it. I could see what you're saying about this, though, because it could get, like, it had 10 mana last time, so give the stats, attack, lose 3, give the stats again because it survives thing. I see that. But now that we have Chimera, I kind of feel like that throws... I mean, I guess maybe for this turn, I could just do that. I could do that. Oh, I was gonna say, if I level this cockroach, I probably will, because that'll just be awesome, and it is. Granted, didn't really get a thing out of the level, but... Yeah, like that was pretty good. It's just because blue dragons are only other like mana thing right now, it makes it pretty like these. It's awkward because the Chimera doesn't get to really pop off, but not necessarily the worst thing. Pocopia, very much still being very popular, which is nice to see. And today I saw 2 different videos of Japanese gamers that have made a circuits or whatever in Pocopia already, because of course they did. Because of course they did. It's like the Breath of the Wild stuff. You're like, oh, I made a little scooter, and then some clip on Japan from a Japanese person that's made like a Segway or like a plane, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess I'm an idiot. All right, that's cool too, I guess. We could get 2 whole levels out of doing this and then feeding. 9 gold basically for, well, I guess 8 gold. Unless you did one of them as a cake. But I also don't really have the spot to do the thing currently. So I don't know what to do about that. Wait. Waffle? Okay, wait, which of this is better? 6 mana or 2 mana across 4 things. I guess this is kind of more. Spend 4 mana to gain 3 gold. That could be interesting. Do we have any other ways to get mana? Okay, yes, Rock and Winter Spirit are the upgrades for mana that we'd be looking for mana generation over the. Yeah, I'm looking at both this because I never take it. Although there's not really an easy way to do that because like we'd rather give a bunch of mana to the Chimera, but this only gives 2. If this gave 4, then okay, I'm bringing this in. But now I'm like, well, wait, what if we do some of this stuff? It does mean we have to sell something. Dugong. Hey, stop jumping, everybody! What the heck? Wait, how'd you get a monkey? Wait, how did they get a monkey? The monkey's fist. The monkey. The banana. Okay, right. I think we just have to get rid of this. I'm sorry. I think we kind of have to get rid of this. It's unfortunate because I've never done the thing with it, but this just doesn't seem like the run to do that with. Granted, the Caladrius doesn't seem amazing at the moment. You have to kind of have the order like in a way that doesn't work at all. Actually, straight up, should have just sold the Caladrius instead. Because this just removes mana from the Chimera, so it does not even work. Yeah, I just should not have used the Caladrius. It's because, you know, it would be good to use on these guys, but it needs 3 mana anyway, which it isn't gonna get. So it would only be this, but then you want this to have the most mana to spawn a thing. Yeah, that was a bad play. That was a bad play. I'm almost tempted to straight up sell this, buy the crow to then sell it for a guaranteed chocolate next turn, but I think I'll just do this first instead. Okay, you're gonna eat something. You ate that. That's not the worst thing to be eaten. Oh, we just win easily instead. All right then. All right then. Okay, you should go. Unfortunately, even though it does have a lot of stats, I am gonna do this though. Now that's a spicy meatball. That's a spicy meatball right there. Because now, this can be in front, give stats to this, this gives this. It's not the craziest amount of mana, but it'll be big. It'll be big. It'll get big quick. It always eats the octopus, which I guess is the best thing to eat. To have the goblin sharks be eaten, to be fair. Yeah, we're at 9 out of 10, so technically the level here is better than the other options. We're not level 3 in the blue dragon. We're not level 3 in that. We're looking for chocolates. I guess a garlic here makes sense. So freeze. Rock, you could argue instead of this stuff, but I think we're keeping because we're at 9 out of 10 here. No, and still no. So throw this on here. If we saw a waffle, I would maybe consider that instead as well, but I feel like our team looks pretty big, but they do have a lot of mana, no doubt. But we have a big guy with some garlic that's gonna spawn a big guy that's gonna win. Pretty okay. Well, those were 2 completely different teams that both won, and I thought were both pretty cool. Kind of rando, go the octopus route there. Ideally, you would rather not use the chocolate on the octopus. You'd rather buy another one to get the level plus the buy trigger with it. But in theory, you know, we had wait, that was 2 double 10 wins with 5 health on both runs? Wait a second. It was. God damn. And that was arguably with a Caladrius that I should have probably sold instead of the Pen Goblin for that one pivot turn. Wait, a 10 turn, 10 win, 5 health. The perfect pun. The perfect run. Wait, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0.5, 6. Almost 6 in a row. Completely different teams each time too. Look, strawberries, whatever you want to call that. Hurt trigger, but not even like the most default type of hurt trigger. I mean, a little bit, but like, I feel like you don't see that much armadillo. And then some mana. Not even a level 2 chimera either. Hold on. That was pretty nice. I don't know what do I do next then? I don't know. I have to try. I'm probably gonna screw around and then lose.